Hey, good morning and welcome back. It is time for the Morning Mindset. Kerry Green here. I'm thankful that you joined me this morning. For me, it is early morning right now. I just got up, just grabbed my drink, been praying a little bit, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get my mind aligned with the truth of God. How about you? Let's dive into Psalm chapter 115. And we're only going to look at the very first verse here. I remember once in my life and repeatedly after that, hearing a song that uses this particular verse as its theme. And it's one of those that, because it was set to music, just resonates in my mind over and over and over. I will see if I can find that song on Spotify or YouTube or something like that, and I will put that link in the description or the podcast player for this episode, because I want you to hear it and to be affected in the same way. Isn't it magical how there's something about music that causes things to lodge in our minds in a new way, in a special way, kind of with a permanence that otherwise may not happen? And that is how this verse is for me. It says, "Not to us, O Lord, not to us, but to your name give glory, for the sake of your steadfast love and your faithfulness." The reason I think that this verse resonates with me so much is partly because I want this to be true of my life. I want the Lord to be glorified from who I am, from the way that I live, and from what I do. I don't want it to come to me. I don't want myself to get the glory. I want God to get the glory. And if you are a follower of Jesus Christ, I know that there's something about that concept that resonates with you too. Now, why is that? Why is it that we, out of all the people in the earth, want to set aside the glory that we could receive from the accomplishments that we attain and the successes that we experience? Well, it's because the Holy Spirit of God is in us. He crafts in us a sense of humility, knowing that everything we have that is good comes from God, not from us. And that is a reality that we live with day by day by day, and it's a blessed reality. To some, that doesn't sound like a blessing, because our world is designed to get glory for ourselves. We milk glory out of others. We want others to praise us. We want others to approve of us. We live for the constant adulation of other people. And my friends, that is not only a worldly way to live, it is a way that is not something that is generated by the Spirit of God, because God himself is the one to get the glory. And there is kind of an awkwardness there sometimes if you don't understand why that fact is the way the universe is designed to be. Because as John Piper has well pointed out many times and in many places, it is odd to us to be around a person, say another human being, who demands glory for themselves. It's not only odd, it repels us. Yet here we are, seeing in the scriptures that God himself demands glory for himself. Why is it okay for God when it is not okay for people? Have you ever thought about that question? Well, here's the simple answer. It's okay for God to insist upon glory for himself simply because he is God. There's nothing arrogant or proud about it. In fact, for God to point us toward giving him glory is to point us toward doing the very thing that is the best thing for our souls. And that's because of who God is. He is the perfect one. He is the Almighty. He is the only being in the universe who deserves any glory. And in fact, for us to give him glory does good to us. It's a type of interaction that doesn't happen among any other beings in the universe. And if you look at the last phrase of this verse, it tips us off to that. It says, "We are giving him glory for the sake of his steadfast love and his faithfulness." You see, God's the only one who has steadfast love. He's the only one who's truly faithful. And for that reason, we give him glory. So not to us, O Lord, today, but to your name give the glory. Join me again tomorrow for the Morning Mindset.